Number 11, team building. This is a fun section because there are so many different aspects here. So, for example, you're still running component teams instead of cross-functional teams that are able to deliver a part of the solution end to end. This is a very common setup in a lot of legacy organizations. It leads to a lot of nasty effects, like people assume ownership of certain parts of the code and no one else is allowed to touch that part of the code. It leads to numerous dependencies and handovers and delays. So whenever you go into flow and cost of delay, you will certainly have your fun with component teams. If you stick with them, Agile might not work out in the way you expect it to work out. There is no self-selection of teams practice. So teams are set up by the line management or HR. Instead of bringing all the people into one room and define that you need to have 1, 2, or 3 teams, and you just say, okay, the teams consist or comprise of the following roles. And now please have fun and make it happen. I come back in an hour, and then I would like to know who's working with whom. This may sound a bit strange in the beginning, but rest assured it works. I'm regularly practicing this. And by the way, it was also practiced by the Royal Air Force to find bomber crews in World War II. So it's really not a new approach to team building. Another critical issue is longevity of teams. Shifting people around, having people work on multiple teams at the same time or even different projects is not helping the team to achieve peak performance. There is a very good reason why the Navy SEALs work in teams and why these teams stick together for years. And even this is not a new idea. The smallest unit of the Roman army were 8 legionaries sharing a tent. The contubernium, I think I slaughtered the word currently at the moment. But the idea that people need to work together for a longer period of time so trust can build is important, and it's not new. Which brings me to the next point, peer recruiting. If teams do not have the final say in recruiting new team members, if HR and line management are still pulling the strings here, you're also not moving in the right direction. How do you suppose is a team able to make a commitment and accept accountability if team members are pressed into service of that team without their consent? This is not working and it's completely un-agile. Once again, we have Taylorism working here. There's an opening and the opening will be filled, no matter if that person is actually a good addition to the team or not. Traditional HR career planning. This is another issue, very popular in large organizations because they always have to provide you with some kind of career path and planning ahead. For example, they like to give out titles like lead developer or senior developer, which is a critical thing because in Scrum, for example, we don't know lead developers. It's all based on your merits, on the respect you earn when working with the other team members, but it's certainly not by being handed a new business card. So you need to have cross-functional teams. The team should select themselves. They should stay together as long as possible. The team needs to have the final say in who's joining the team, and just abandon these old HR career planning things. Title are of no interest whatsoever.